Don't miss a beat, join the notification squad by clicking that bell. You'll get notified every time I upload a video, and be sure to join our Discord to talk and get help with your code.
Hello everyone, welcome back to TheSourceCode. My name is Alonso, and in this video you're going to learn how to use two more packets. The last video we were working with ProtocolLib. In this video we will be working with ProtocolLib again, but we're going to work with two more packets. We're gonna learn how to send a sound to a player, only to a player, and we'll also be working with particles. Okay, so let's start with the sound effect. Let's make, for example, that a sound play for a player only when they break, let's say, TNT. Okay, so let's listen to break block event, public void. Sorry for the sound in the background. Break block break event E, and let's check if the block type is equal, maybe TNT in this case. Let's import material, and if I break, for example, a TNT, I wanna hear for example, a gas crying. Okay, so as you know, let's get our protocol manager, PM protocol library. If you don't know what I'm doing right now, please check the last video from advanced Bukkit coding tutorials. So we have now the PM. We can now create a new packet container. Let's call it packet protocol manager create packets, packet type play server, and let's use name sound effect. Okay, so we have now here, let's get packet, get modifiers, and write defaults again. And now we're going to write the new information. In this case, name sound effect has one string, which is the name of the sound, and 4 integer and 1 float in this case. Okay, so let's get packet, get modifier, no, in this case get the string, and write the first one. We're gonna use 0 because it's the first one, and let's use, in this case, we're not going to use, for example, anvil land. No, we're going to use the Bukkit name. I'm not sure what's the name, but I know this one, moth ender dragon dead end. Okay, this is the sound format we'll be using. We can also use, for example, maybe moth gust scream for the sound of a ghast when he's screaming, but in this case we're going to use only ender dragon. Okay, ender dragon end. As I said, we have 4 integers and 1 float. So let's get integers, write the first one, which is 0, index 0, and let's get, for example, in this case, the block. No, we can actually use the location of the player. Location, either get player, that get location, and we can now use location that get block. The second one will be location get block Y. Third one will be location that get block, and the last one will be the volume. In this case I'm gonna use 10. The last one is the float, which is for the pitch, so I'm gonna use just maybe 10 or maybe 1. I'm gonna use 1 only. Let's cast it to float so there are no errors, and I'm gonna send a message only to the player that broke the break the broke the what? No, the break the block. Sorry. Okay, so let's get the protocol manager. Send server packet to the player, and let packet. Try and catch, as you know, and that's it. We already finished with the name sound effect, and we're going to work now with the particles. Okay, so let's check if, for example, the type of block I break in this case is maybe I don't know, maybe let's say a sponge. Okay, sponge. Let's start with the particles. I'm gonna get again, whoops, get again the protocol manager PM is equal protocol library. Don't forget to add protocol library as a depend if you are using it. Let's create a new packet container. Let's call it packet to recognize it. PM create packet, packet type, play server, and let's choose in this case word particles. So we have now here particles has in this case has the information it has is a particle type, 3 floats in the case of normal particles, and 4 more floats if it's colored particles. Okay, so first I'm gonna do this in 2 steps. Okay, the first one will be a normal packet, a normal particles. I mean, for example, hard particles flying around my head or moving around my head, and the other one will be, for example, maybe some trail with color. Okay, so the first one will be, as I said, the hearts moving around me. Okay, so I'm gonna start a runnable here. I'm gonna start a Bukkit runnable here, Bukkit runnable, and I'm gonna implement methods. Let's run this after 20 ticks and every 1 tick. Okay, whoops, sorry, I forgot to deploy in here. So that's it. So I'm gonna move this here. I'm gonna move this here. Actually, we don't need it inside. We only need the packet inside. Okay, so as I said, the normal particles has 1 particle type and 3 floats, which are location of the the location. I mean, let's get packet, let's get modifier, let's write default as we always do, let's get packet again, let's get particles, and let's write a new one. In this case we're going to use in this case heart. Okay, I want it to be moving around my head in this case, so I'm gonna use, for example, double. No, I'm just gonna use double here. Double X. It will be. I'm gonna get the first. I'm gonna get the location of the player. Get location. Now, I'm gonna use some trigonometry here, and I want, for example, the radius to be. I don't know, maybe double radius. I want it to be 0.5. Okay, so I'm gonna be using here radius, multiplying that for this function. No, it's correct. Yeah, I'm gonna use sin in this case, and I'm gonna use the radius here. The same one for the other axis, radius, but I'm gonna be using in this case the cos, not the sin. Cos again of the radius. Just give me a second. Radius plus Yeah, I think so. No, wait. Yeah, I think it's correct. Okay, so let's write now the information of the new packet. As I said, it has three floats. Sorry, three doubles. I think. No, three floats. So let's get packet, get float, and let's write in this case the first one, the second one, and the third one, which is the second, which is number 2. So I'm gonna get in this case the location of the player, location, get float. I'm gonna get the double. I think we'll get double. Plus 8, I think. Wait, just give me a second, please. Yeah, I'm gonna cast this into a float. I'm gonna get the now the Y, cast it again, and I'm gonna get the last one here, which is this one. I'm gonna cast it again. Okay, so we have now the location, the correct location, but we need to add here something. We need to add the X here. We can actually do this. Just a second. Okay, we can add 2 blocks here because we want it to be on the head, not on the foot, on the feet. Okay. And here we're gonna add again the C. Okay, so great, so it should be working right now. I'm just gonna add something here that if, for example, if my player is sneaking, it stops. Okay, it cancels and return. Or if the player is not online anymore, not online, so I can cancel that easily for testing purposes. Okay, so I think I forgot something here. I think yeah, we need to multiply this. We need to multiply this, otherwise it will not work. It will the sound will be played but really far away from the player, so we need to multiply this using the number 8. You have to do it, it's not optional. And yeah, as I said, we are going to spawn also particles, colored particles. So I'm gonna copy, no, I'm gonna use this one here again, else if, but in this case it will happen if I break for example maybe glowstone. Yeah, glowstone. Okay, so again we're gonna get protocol library, sorry, protocol manager, PM, it's equal protocol library get protocol manager. Something I forgot here is to send the packet. In this case I'm gonna send this only for my players. No, I'm gonna send it for all players actually. Yes, the next one will be sending only for my player, for each online. And I'm gonna get here the PM that sends server packet for online and the name of the packet. Again, we need to try and catch this. There might be errors, and that's it. So it's gonna be sent for all players. So as I said, I'm gonna be spawning some particles, some colored particles for my player. Okay, so I'm gonna get the product manager. I'm gonna create a new packet, but in this case I'm gonna be, I don't know, maybe we can use also runnable. I think so, we can use also runnable. New Bukkit runnable, import, again run text later plugin, again 20 ticks and 1 tick for the period. So in this case, again, if the player is sneaking, I'm going to stop, or if the player is not online anymore. Need to get player is online. Let's cancel this and let's whoops and let's return. Okay, so let's create a new packet container. Let's call it packet. PM create new packet, packet type play again, server, and word particles again. But in this case we're not going to use the particle heart. We're going to use another particle, which is the redstone, because we can use colors in redstone. Get modifier, no, sorry, get particles, write 0 and particles, let's choose redstone. Okay, now as I said, normal particles has only 3 floats, but in this case the redstone particle has 7 floats. Okay, I know it's really hard to understand, but it works like that. You can see the GitHub from ProtocolLib, so you can understand, so you can read it from there. And let's get packet, let's get float, because we need to write 7 floats. And let's begin with the first one. In this case I'm gonna be just give me a second. I'm gonna get the location of the player again, location of the player, and e.get player .get location, and I'm gonna subtract, for example, 2 blocks. No, actually, no, it's correct. Sorry. It's gonna be spawned in the foot, in the feet of the player, so it should be good. Okay, so the first value will be the location that get X. Let's cast this. Right, the second one, which is this one. Let's cast this again. The third one will be this one. Location again. And now we need to write 4 more floats. Okay, so we're going to need, just give me a second, here, write 4 here, and write 5 here, and the last one will be this one here. So I'm gonna be explaining this one right now. These 3 floats here are from the color. To get them, you need to do this. Let's create a new color here. Color. Let's call it color. Yeah, call it color. And let's create a new color here. So if I, for example, write 1, 1, 1, as you can see, it will be black. If I, for example, choose maybe purple, those will be the values. So the first one will be for red, this one will be for green, and this one will be for blue. Okay, so I can actually create random colors here. So you can, for example, just give me a second, I'm gonna be creating a random here. Create a random, next int, and bound. This is for random colors, okay? So you just can skip this, and again this one here. So it will create a new random color every time a particle is spawned. Okay, so let's get color, and with the color we need to get, the first one is going to be the red. As I said, please keep in mind we need to divide this with this and cast it to float. I know it's pretty, I know it's actually hard to understand, but it works like that, as I said. We're gonna get the color again. In this case, it will be green, I think. Yeah. And let's cast this again. And the last one will be color. Get blue. And let's cast this again. We have a last one here. We're just going to use 1F. Not sure about it. I think it's brightness or I don't know. But with 1F it works normally. And we need to send the packet again. But only we're going to send the packet for the player that break the glowstone. Okay, so let's get PM. This is protocol manager. Send server packet e.getPlayer, and let's send the packet. Again, try and catch because there can be errors. And that's it. So when we break a glowstone, this should be spawned. And if we break a sponge, heart will appear over my head. And if we break a TNT, we should hear a new sound. So let's export this. Wait, let me register the event here. 4, I think. Yeah, 4. And let's export this. Let's copy this. New jar. Let's copy, replace this here, and let's play. Let's run the server. Sorry. We have 2 here. And okay, let's join the server. Right here. And let's join with the other account so you can see it works. Okay, so now we're here. And if I break a sponge, it should happen. If I break a TNT also. And if I break, what else? Glowstone. Yeah, glowstone here. So I saw before I get kicked. Password. Okay. So if I break TNT here, I'm gonna wait. I think the sound will be really annoying, but let's try. Yeah, so it works. As you can see, the new sound is sent to my players only, not to the server, so no one else can hear that. If we spam, as you can see, I can hear a lot of this sound again and again and again. So let's wait. Fine. Let's remove this. Okay, let's wait a bit more. Great. So let's fly and let's break. I think we used which one? Yeah, the first one was the sponge. Okay, so let's use the sponge. Sponge here. Let's break a sponge here. And as you can see, I have some. Wait. Just give me a second. I think I forgot something. Oh, yeah. Sorry guys. I forgot something really important, which is the time. The time. Okay, I'm gonna create a double here. Let's call it time. It starts with 0, and I'm gonna be adding every time the time pass. I'm gonna be adding 0.1. Okay, so I can now use time here, time here. So now I can use that. Let's export this one again. Sorry, that was my error. Let's do this and let's stop the server and let's this run. Okay. So let's join the server here, and let's join the server with this account now. So I'm here. So I need to register again. No, I don't need to register again. So if I break a block here, the particles will be flying around me. As you can see, they are flying around me. Yep, they are flying around me. And if I sneak, it should stop. As you can see. So that's how it works. And if I break, for example, glowstone here, some colored redstone particles should spawn below me. Yeah, as you can see. Sorry, oops, I sneak, so it stopped. So yeah, as you can see, behind me, my other players cannot see it because I didn't send the package for him, only for me. And as you can see, when I fly, sorry for that, you see, for example, some particles, colored particles, which are redstone particles. It works for all versions, from 1.8 to 1.13, I think. So yeah, that's it. Here, and yep. So guys, you can use also, for example, maybe I don't know if you saw in the bigger server for cosmetic, they use maybe hero cape or hero clothes, maybe you know, some cool stuff, some cool cosmetics with particles. And this is actually how they work. Most of they work if they use depend on protocol library. Even if they don't depend on protocol library, they use something like that. So yeah, I hope you really guys enjoyed the video, and if you like, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content from us. Don't forget that all code will be available for you on our GitHub. Link will be in the description. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope I see you in the next video. For the next video, I was thinking about making working with JDA. Some of you were having problems, for example, when you were trying to run a bot in your server, maybe a report bot, maybe I don't know, maybe a chat bot, and link both Discord and Minecraft server. So the next episode will be about that, okay? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you like, please hit the like button as I said, and subscribe for more videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye!